Hello, hello, hello! What's happening, everybody? MCOC Droid does back again with another video on Marvel Contest of Champions. We've got a new month coming up. We've got a few days left of the current event quests and side quests and things like that. And today I can officially announce the full breakdown of next month's side quest. Before I get into it, just real quick, of course I'm recording this before everything officially goes live, so there should be a link to the forum post, if there is one, for the full breakdown of the side quest down in the description below. Of course, it doesn't exist right now as I'm recording this. And also, I'm trying something different this month, in case you missed it, I'm a member of the CCP, the Content Creator Program, which is how I'm able to release this information early. I've been doing some breakdown videos the last couple of months, more in terms of like the patch notes and the event quest and things like that, or the side quest, I should say. And this month, I figure I'm going to try to do premieres for these videos. So thanks to everybody hanging out watching this as the information is going live. If you want to see me keep doing that, then be sure to let me know. Hit that like button, all that stuff. I would greatly appreciate it. So without further ado, let's get into it. So again, as this is going live right now, the patch notes are not officially live yet, so I can't talk about everything in there just yet. Today is only about the side quest, which looks like it'll be dubbed the Contest of Realms, which seems appropriate given the theme of this month. And the two champions, which I can mention, I can officially confirm, even though it seems like they've been spoiled a bit. And again, I can't go into full detail on anything just yet. But yes, we have Silver Centurion. I should probably figure out how to say that correctly. And then Jabari Panther as well. And looks like Platinum Pool is going to be here. It's Platinum Pool's Realm of Champions house. So this was just like the sort of generic part of the patch notes that they are showing us here. So now let me actually go into the separate information they sent on the side quest itself. Ain't no party like a Plat Pool party. So, I'm not going to read through the whole thing, of course, word for word. Again, you should hopefully have a forum post that's live by now. So, similar to the top of the PDF here, too long didn't read, or in this case, I guess, if you don't want to watch my whole video, too long didn't watch. Every day there's going to be a new solo objective. You can complete the solo objective. You claim a key from that. You use that key to open up a quest, run the path or paths in that quest, and you get the rewards. That's it. That is the very, very quick, simple version. Let's get into the details, though, because there's some interesting stuff, some slightly disappointing stuff, but yeah, we'll get into all of that. So here we go. So yeah, Contest of Realms, you can see it right there. So again, this all starts off with solo objectives. You're going to get daily solo objectives. A new solo objective with the key will unlock each day, so we won't ruin the surprise. Now, in similar events in the past, like Red Room targets and things like that, I've done daily videos, like literally as soon as those objectives go live. I am going to be doing that again this month, so be on the lookout for that. I will be looking at the objective and solving the objective every single day on the channel. Once you find out what you have to do to complete the daily solo objective, to claim a key, do it and claim the key. These daily solo objectives will be open until the end of the event once they unlock. So yes, you don't have to do them every single day if you don't want. You can obviously wait and you can build them up, or if you're busy in real life or whatever. The objectives will appear every single day, but thankfully they will stay all the way through the end of the event. And it mentions here you'll have to play other parts of the game to complete these, like arena, event quest, etc., etc. So again, they're usually pretty straightforward. I remember with one event they were a little trickier in terms of the wording, so we'll see how this one goes. So yeah, you complete the objective for the day, you get your House of Keys key. So you use that to unlock the quest. We'll talk about that in a second, but of course you get one key per day. You use the key and unlocks the quest once only. Quests require no energy to complete. Those are always nice. You can only bring in 3 champions this time. In the quest, you will see 7 paths. It is your choice to either do the paths, or you can take the straight path to the boss. Yes, there will be a straight path to the boss, but if you skip the other paths, you also skip the rewards on those paths, which makes sense. And they have some pictures here, thankfully, to kind of show the layout, which is similar to an event in the past. I don't remember which one it was, but I know I've seen this format before. Another nice thing, in case you're out of units or out of items, or you just get beat up too much or something like that. In case you quit the quest before you finish it, any rewards you've already earned will still be yours to keep, but you won't get the key back. So you won't, if you don't finish the boss or whatever, at least you got the individual items, but that'll be it. So don't back out unless you absolutely have to. And we'll talk about, as I say here, fights along the other paths do contribute to the other solo objectives, so it would be wise to do them if you can. We'll talk about that towards the end. So in terms of the fights, the rewards, the boss, etc., etc., the 7 fights along the path will be randomized daily from a limited pool. The 1 boss will also be randomized daily from a limited pool, and I'm not going to go through all of them, but they do show them below here, so we'll talk about that. The 7 reward nodes along the path will also be randomized daily, and when you finish the path, or defeat the boss, I should say. So this means if you do the path multiple times in a day, the path will be randomized each time you finish the path. So, if you decide to bulk up and do a bunch of these in one sitting, you finish the first one, use a second key to go back into it, it's going to be all different rewards. It's totally randomized every single time. And so here they have, which I thought was a nice touch with this PDF, with this sort of intro information that they gave us ahead of time for the CCP. It kind of gives you a general sense of how this looks. Again, I know we've seen something like this before. I just honestly can't remember which event it was. And so it shows you that, there's sort of the outside path, if you want to think of it this way, although it's kind of the inside path. The inside path looks like, you could just literally go straight to the boss if you want to keep doing that. So you avoid all the different fights, but you also avoid all the different rewards as well. It would just be the easy boss kill to get you the reward for that key. And then it also shows that, like, for these the outside paths, I should say, for the outside paths that has the fight on them, you don't even have to do all of them if you don't want. You could literally pick and choose. You could do one here, one there, skip that. So like in this case, you could hit Black Panther, but then skip Wolverine for some reason. But then, hey, there's Platinum Pool. Each path is kind of its own individual thing so that you don't have to, take a second path for all of the fights if, again, for some reason you're out of items or you're getting beat up or something like that. So that, like I said, I like that they showed us this. I like that they gave us the picture to give us a clearer idea of what this is going to look like. And so I do like the flexibility. Again, if for some reason you don't want to take all the fights on one path, that's really cool. Again, I'm not going to go through all of the global and other buffs and the champion pools and things like that. I will scroll over them a little bit and kind of hang on them for a second. Again, hopefully there should be a forum post that's out by now or very shortly, and so that this will have all the information. It doesn't look too bad. There are 4 difficulties. They mentioned that later on, but you've got the usual heroic, master, epic, and legendary. It looks like the boss pools, the champion pools are all kind of the same. They should be the same for all the difficulties. It's just, of course, what nodes are going to be on them. So you see here, this is very much, I haven't mentioned at the top of the video, and we'll get more into it with the patch notes, but this is another tie-over with, or tie-in with Marvel Realm of Champions, similar to Storm Pyramid X, and Sorcerer Supreme. That we got last year. Silver Centurion and again, I'm probably saying that wrong, and Jabari Panther are champions in that game. I don't really play Realm all that much. I tried it for a bit, and I just it fell off by the wayside for me. I may get back into it. I know that there have been a lot of improvements, but that's not what this video is about. This is about the side quest, and yeah, as you can see, it's very much tied in with that as well, because the different nodes, so those different individual fights, are all kind of tied in with the different houses of Marvel Realm of Champions. You see, you have the Patriot Garrison node with appropriate champions to match up with MCOC as much as possible, of course. Gamma Horde node, Temple of Vishanti node, etc., etc. So pretty straightforward, it looks like, here in terms of the champs, and even for legendary, these nodes, the node combinations shouldn't be too bad, but of course we'll see when we actually get in there. And they do have the buff descriptions as well here. Again, hopefully they should be in the forum post as well. These, we've seen a lot of these recently. Heal or Hide is a pretty straightforward one that's in the side quest this month, actually, where, you know, the defender gains a regen buff every 12 seconds, but if you're far enough away from them, you get the regen buff instead. So Juke, that looks like an interesting one there. Special attack, heal block, vigorous assault, of course we've seen plenty of times before, and so they get into the buffs for all of the different houses, as you can see. So if you do need to see that information, it's here for you right here. I'm not going to read it all, I'm just kind of scanning it. Feel free to pause the video, go back into it, or again, they should be in the forum post as well. So to confirm, as I mentioned above, the quest is available in 4 difficulties, but the keys are universal. So again, you get the 1 daily objective, you solve it, you get the key, and then you can use it for any of the difficulties that you want. There's no separate heroic key, legendary key, etc., etc. So your day-to-day, I kind of like how they break this down too. Your days will look like this. You complete the daily solo objective to claim the key. You use that key to unlock the quest, whichever difficulty you choose. So, you know, feel free to mix and match, obviously, throughout the run. It's the same quest as it mentions, but every time you enter it, it's, you know, different defenders that are in there, different rewards, different final boss, etc., etc. You get in there, you run the path or paths, again, however many you choose, defeat the boss, earn the rewards. And there you go. So you get the path rewards for that individual run, of course, and then eventually solo objectives, which we are getting to in a moment here. If you run the paths every day, you should be able to complete all the solo objectives and also gain an assortment randomized on the path rewards. As the path rewards are going to be randomized daily, which we actually have to focus on that in a second here. You will not be able to predict and calculate the max gain there. Sorry. So that part of it is a little bit of a bummer, and I'll go more into it here in a second. So here are the rewards, and again, note that the path rewards listed below are the pools from which the path rewards may present daily. So these are the possibilities of rewards that you may see along the paths daily. There's no guarantee of any particular reward showing up at any exact node or exact time. So we'll get into this here. Heroic, you know, of course, it's got more early game player rewards. 3-star shards, 4-star shards, 3-star shards. Oh no, it's the tier 2 class catalyst fragments that you have the highest percentage of dropping, in addition to gold, which is the true highest. You've got master. We're starting to build up the rewards there. Again, I'm not going to go through every single one of these and every single percentage. Epic, where you do see some 6-star shards on there. It's only a 10% drop and it's only 75 shards, but at least that is possible. You got 5-star sig stones that are in epic as well. 5-star shards, some tier 2 alpha frags, some other decent rank up materials. Mostly frags, nothing fully formed, as you can see right here. And then in legendary, which I know many of you are interested in the most, same deal. I mean, you still have some like tier 5 basic frags in addition to tier 1 alpha is still sneaking in there for some reason, but thankfully it's many more frags than you get in epic. Lower percentage on 5-star sigstone. Thankfully, it is generic, it looks like. It's only 6%, but it is generic. Unlike Epic, you can see right above you. It's a crystal, but it's a 10.5% chance of it showing up. So, you know, there's your trade-off. More 6-star shards for almost the same percent chance. Some tier 4 basic frags, tier 4 class catalyst frags. I'm moving too fast, apparently. Tier 2 alpha frags. 5-star shards. So no tier 5 CC, unfortunately, in the individual runs themselves. One thing that I do want to mention, and I confirmed it in a chat over in Discord with Kabam Boo, is that I was asking, you know, so for these rewards, when you enter into one of the maps, can they duplicate, or is it a limited pool in the sense that, like, so for example, for legendary, if say on the first path you got tier 5 basic frags, does that mean that tier 5 basic frags could show up on another path in that same map, in that same run, or is it all exclusive? So once something drops, you know, once something shows up, is it pulled out of the pool? And Kabam Boo did confirm that, yes, they may repeat. It's all random. So in theory, technically, with odds, you could get, you know, a full map of nothing but 6-star shards. But that also means you could get a full map of nothing but gold. Obviously, the odds of that are very slim in either scenario. But It is possible. So I'm kind of bummed out like that. I was hoping the rewards themselves would be exclusive, so at least you have a chance at getting what you're looking for, whether it's sig stones, whether it's rank up materials, whether it's shards. So I'm not sure I'm a fan of that. I'm kind of bummed out by it, but, you know, it is what it is. And then here, let me see if I can blow this up a bit more. So these are the solo objectives, the special objectives that will pop up that are running. Oops, sorry, wrong thing. That are running throughout the whole event. So let me unlock that. I'm gonna try and build this up. Hopefully you can read that a little bit better. So, or I'll see if I can do it even a little bit more. But essentially, these are special objectives that are going to be, like I said, active throughout the whole month. And so these are involving the fights within the side quest itself, as you can see. And so they go up in difficulty, but they also go up in rewards as well. Obviously, in order to get them all, you're really going to want to do legendary. And you get, what is that, 25% of a tier 5 basic frag, or tier 5 basic catalyst, excuse me, if you do that. If you're able to do 100 fights on Epic alone, you get the 5-star featured, which is kind of cool. So that's in terms of the individual fights themselves. In terms of the special objectives down here, this is for completing the side quest itself. It looks like I would assume these are for, you know, only like Cavalier players, of course. Here are your 2% tier 5 CC frag crystals. And so there's not one tied in with a Cavalier event quest, thankfully. No 4-star challenge or anything like that. But basically, every 4 times you do it on Legendary, you get a 2% tier 5 CC frag crystal. And then the final one here is having to complete it 5 more times. Let's say a total of 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 25. So you have to complete Legendary difficulty 25 times out of, I presume it's what, a 5-week event. So that would be, I'll have to scroll back up here, but you do it 25 times total, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 25, and you get a exclusive title for Champion of Contest, but you get the 10% frag crystal as well. So there's your 20% tier 5 CC frags for the month. That will do it. Hopefully I answered everything. Again, the forum post should also be live now. Let me go ahead and wrap this up. I'll re-scroll back up to the top to look at the timeline on this. Again, if you have any questions, put them down in the comments below, and I should hopefully be able to answer them for you. Or again, check out the forum post, which should be down in the description below. Be sure to hit that like button, hit subscribe, ring the bell, turn on all notifications so you keep getting notified of all my content coming up. Looking at the calendar really quickly here next to my phone because math is hard sometimes. No, it is a 4-week event. So you do need to there'll be 28 objectives, you know, daily objectives, 28 keys. So of the 28, you have to do 25 of them in Legendary to get that final tier 5 the 10% tier 5 CC frag crystal. Just going back here to the special objectives. So yeah, pretty much need to run Legendary every single day. But if you do that, then you will get all of the tier 5 CC frag crystals available to you. And that will officially do it. So thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you next time.